The criminal case against reckless Ben. Name Benjamin Schneider. Sounds almost too strange to be real. It involves fake UPS disguises, signs outside a private home, Instagram volunteers disputed Star Wars Lego sets, and footage where officers appear unsure whether a crime had been committed. The case comes from events between March 8th and March 11, 2026. In Utah County, Ben traveled there as part of his campaign involving a missing Lego collection worth $100,000 to $200. The dispute traces back to Bricks and MiniFigs, an Oregon Lego resale store, and a family that claimed their Star Wars collection was taken or withheld. Ben accused people connected to the business and tried to confront Joshua Johnson, called JJ in police records. Police say people began showing up at Johnson's home. One man allegedly arrived wearing a homemade UPS-style disguise and carrying a package. Another came dressed like a church representative. Officers say both were connected to Ben, and one admitted Ben recruited help through Instagram. Police also said Ben and others filmed near the house and tried to get Johnson outside. Ben says he was investigating the Lego dispute, trying to recover property or money, and serving Johnson with legal papers from an Oregon small claims case. Serving papers incorrectly is usually a civil issue, not a crime. But if documents were knowingly faked, that could become a separate legal problem. The situation escalated when signs appeared near Johnson's home, including one accusing him of stealing a dying man's life savings. Police say Ben admitted the sign was meant to get Johnson outside. Johnson said the visits frightened his family. Prosecutors charged Ben with stalking and residential picketing. The stalking charge is more serious. Prosecutors must prove Ben intentionally engaged in repeated conduct directed at Johnson and Newton, or should have known it would cause fear or emotional distress. Their argument is that repeated visits, filming, signs, helpers, and continuing after warnings cross the line into harassment. Ben's defense will likely be that his actions were activism, journalism, protest, and legal pressure tied to a public controversy. He can argue the conduct involved speech, signs, and attempts to serve papers. He can also point out there were no threats, no violence, and no forced entry. The second charge focuses on signs near Johnson's home. Utah law can restrict focused picketing within 100 feet of a residence. That creates the First Amendment fight. Speech on public sidewalks is strongly protected, especially when criticizing misconduct. But courts also recognize privacy rights in the home and do not require families to become a captive audience to targeted protest. So this case comes down to the line between protected speech and criminal harassment. Prosecutors will frame Ben's actions as stalking and intimidation. Ben will frame them as accountability, investigation, and protected expression.